I have created my first diamond painting, and what I learned from my first diamond painting is that I am addicted. Hello and welcome everyone. I have finally started my YouTube channel. I am an artist, a teacher, a creator in many different mediums that I hope to share with you here. And in wanting to start my YouTube channel, not knowing what I wanted to start with because I have such a diverse background, when I was doing this, I just knew that this was going to be my first YouTube video. So, Onward. Let me tell you a little bit about this kit. I found this at Temu, and if you don't know about Temu, they have everything from craft supplies to, pet supplies. It's just a fabulous site. And I was shopping for actually rubber stamps because I do rubber stamp art, and I came across diamond art painting and thought, well, what is that? I've been wanting to start a new craft, but not spend a lot of coin in starting something new. This was $4 and change, so I decided to give it a try. Temu has a great selection of diamond painting kits at, again, ridiculously low prices. When I rolled out this canvas and looked at the color list and opened up all my diamonds, these diamonds are called drills, I found that out. It's kind of like a paint by number. And that is the way that I approached it, looking at my diamond tool and the wax and the little multiplier placers tray. I was just, transported back to my childhood and memories of paint by number. The canvases look identical to a paint by number. The surface of your canvas is covered with a piece of cellophane. So here's the second one that I'm working on. So it's covered with a piece of cellophane that when you roll it back, the surface is sticky, and that's what allows the drills to adhere. When you get this canvas, it's rolled up. And so when you unroll it, it kind of wants to roll back, but if you just take the end of your cellophane and pull it back at each one of the corners, it will then lie flat. So that is something else that I learned. I also, when I got my package of drills, I opened up the package. This one goes to this kit here. I opened up the package and I cut them all and I placed them in order. And as I said, I wanted to keep this craft simple and not get carried away with storage units and jars and numbers and tape tags. I can show you my craft room, and probably will in the future. It's already like a little mini hobby lobby because collecting craft supplies is another form of crafting. And I have enough of everything already. Plus, I didn't know what to expect from this new craft, so I didn't want to get carried away. The process of starting a new diamond painting and getting it ready is called kitting up. And that's where diamond painters prep their canvas and get their drills in containers. They use multiple trays to load up with different diamonds, and they load up their diamond tools with wax. A little bit about that later, about what else you can use besides wax or different waxes. But I'm too ambitious for all that. I just wanted to start my painting. Will I get a storage system? 2 days ago, I would have said maybe, but I'm already, buying multiple kits. So I think I will most likely get a storage system, but I want to do a little bit more investigating. But getting back to the painting, and it was more than just being transported to my childhood. It was approaching this as I would a paint by number. So I looked at number 1 and I got those drills out and I did all the number 1s on the canvas. And then, of course, the number 2s and the 3s, yep, all in order, all over the canvas, and spinning my canvas and doing all the different sections at one time. Would I do this again? No, I would not. And here's why. Placing drills all over the canvas is not bad in any way, but my thinking was do all the one color and then be done with them, but you're never done with them. There's always spots that you miss, no matter how well you look. And in the end, coming into the home stretch, I had about 20 empty spaces, and I had to go back to each bag and get what I missed, only to miss it again. It was so frustrating. So this time around, I would opt to work in sections versus working the entire canvas. But this is a pretty small canvas. This is 35 centimeters by 35 centimeters, which comes up to like 12 by 12. This is like a baby snack to some of the beautiful art that I have seen online. And also, when you're working your canvas, you're constantly lifting the cellophane and you're pulling away from the canvas. The canvas is super sticky. Glue. If I were to drop a drill or place it incorrectly, I needed tweezers to loosen it up and gently lift it from the canvas. It is that tacky. It will give you a fight. Also, by placing the drills all over the canvas, you have less control over them when you want to align them. And this tool right here helps you to align your crystals. You can gently push them where they're a little bit straighter if they get a little wonky. So if you're doing them all over the place, you can't do that until the section is done. So you have your diamond tool. There's the single end on all of them, and there's a multiplier on the other side. And multipliers come in 3, 4, 10, 12. I think they may even go up to 20. And with a multiplier, you can pick up multiple drills at a time. I watched a few YouTube tips, and while some diamond paint artists are adamant to not get hung up on placing your drills, that you can't place your drills straight, and that is never going to happen, and don't get hung up on that. I, at the time, just firmly disagreed with that, and that comes from having a background in art. You know, where your eye is where something is going to go down. I don't care if it's a drill or pen or ink or paint. You look in the direction that you want to go. So if I was loading this drill and picking up a drill and stamping it downward, like most, I see a lot of diamond artists, they go to pick up a drill and they kind of, the beginners, I would say, like myself, they pick up the drill and then they try and get it in a bullseye, and that doesn't work. So if you kind of look at your square and you keep your eye in one of the corners and aim for the corner, you're more likely to place your drill down evenly or like on the bullseye. If you're using the multiplier, and now this multiplier came with the kit, I believe. No, this is, this multiplier came with the kit. The clear ones come with your kit. So let me see here. Yeah, the clear ones come with the kit. And like I said, I didn't want to get too involved. I didn't know how I was going to react to this craft. I didn't want to go out and buy things. So when I was looking at, I believe it was Diamond and Washi, she was saying that there are skinny aligners. So if you look at this multiplier. It's really kind of thick on the end, but this one is really thin. And so it helps you to get into the tray easily with your drills. And another thing, I don't have any drills out. I have a few in here. I should have had this ready to go. If you are putting, let me get some drills in here. If you are, I have some rogue ones from my kit. So you give it a little shake, little shimmy shake, a little tap, and you can see like I have 3 drills right there. If you come in on an angle, almost on the line, the drill line, and work your way up, and you can actually use the line on the other side, you're going to pick those drills up pretty straight. And then when you place them down, if you place them down where you kind of rock and roll them, so you rock forward and roll them off, they come off pretty straight. So that's something else that I learned, and probably something that I will show when I start my second canvas. So if I was going to get anything as a beginner, I'm glad I got this skinny placers. They came with this nice deep tray and an aligner. The trays being deeper are nice because when you're shaking these drills, they go all over the place, and then they actually come flying out of here too. I'm not a pro yet. I've seen the pros. I'm going to link their YouTube channels down below of the people that I found that I really enjoy, and the tips that they share. You know, some artists, we're talking about wax and light wax and dark wax and mud and heart-shaped wax. Some people use poster tack, which is this stuff here. I think it was Rachel Ray Craft that, not the Rachel Ray Craft, who did a little video on how long different waxes last in a diamond tool, and it was the blue tack that lasted for like 9 hours. So if I didn't have this in the house already, I would not have gone out and get it. The wax doesn't bother me. It lasts, the least tacky wax lasts for a half an hour. It's not hard or technical to load, and it's a pretty good indicator after loading it twice or even once to get up from your chair and take a stretch, rest your eyes, make some tea, change the channel, put on some music, something, just move a bit. I've seen diamond art painters sit in a chair for like hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, working a project. I kind of like loading, you know, stopping to like put this little tool in and pick up some wax. It just makes it so much, it's fun. It's not that hard. It's not technical. I don't need to have putty that lasts for 9 hours. And I like the queuing that it's about a half an hour, and I can get up. And also when you are, you know, just sitting, I know that this craft is so addicting and the time flies, but when you're slumped over your workspace and your eyes are strained, that's not fun. From being a painter, taking a break from your work and walking away always gives you a fresh new perspective and fresh eyes. I watched so many videos of diamond art painters who were working an area so long that they didn't even know what they were working on, and it wasn't a mystery kit until they like walked away and really saw the beauty of the canvas. So I have decided now that I want to section the canvas off, and that's how I'm going to do it. There was a video again by Diamonds and Washi, which was my favorite, and she uses washi tape to section off areas of her canvas right on the plastic. You put the washi tape right on top of the cellophane. And, you know, you can be technical about it. I have some little marker lines of where to place my washi tape. And then she cuts the cellophane right at that area so she can pull it back and just work that area. I really like that idea. And I like working a section. And I think that your canvas stays neater to me. The only thing that I would do is take a picture of your color chart, because when you place the washi, it's going to cover that dot. Well, maybe not. What am I saying? You just lift the thing up. I'm thinking it's going right on. Oh yeah, it does. It does. It does. She did have a section where she did outline. Here's what that tacky stuff is good for. Picking up these rogue. She did not only just section off on top of the cellophane, but she did section this edging, which, you know, it goes beyond the photo, and it's just a little rim of glue. But if you're leaning your sweater, if you have pets, pet hair, dust, it'll collect. So she did cover that, and it did cover the key here. So I would take a picture of that. This didn't come with any instructions that let me know with a color chart in there. This also came from Temu. I will link it below. This was again like $4. This is larger than this one. It's really gorgeous. People that did this, and there was about 8,000 people that did this and put pictures up on Temu. It's really stunning when it's done. One person did it with a white frame and had it in her vanity. It was just so gorgeous, sparkly. This is round drills, and this is round drills also. And something that I'm not going to do, that I did the first time, is, cut all my packages. I'm going to cut them as I need them. And not open them all up and have them all over the place. But this was really stunning when it was done. Another thing that I wanted to say was this is also round diamonds, but there's square diamonds. And I think that there's even like what I hear AB diamonds, which are Aurora Borealis, and they're really like opalescent and sparkly, and there's so many different kind of diamonds. I think the round diamonds have more facets, so they're more sparkly, but I think that the square diamonds are more detail oriented, because this is a pixel, and I think you get more detail with the square diamonds than you do with the round diamonds. So before I wrap this up, I did just want to say I'm going to link this canvas, and it came with the diamonds in the tray and the tool and some wax, and I'm going to link these 4 artists that really helped me get through my first painting. The first one, of course, being Diamond and Washi. She was the first YouTube video that I found when I was in the process of buying my next diamond painting before even completing this one. I loved her tip on using the washi to measure out sections on your canvas to work on. I just watched her video last night of what she completed in 2022, and that was about 43 very various diamond paintings. And hello, Diamond and Washi. I have gone out and bought the Golden Lady. Thank you very much. That's me. You know, I started out with these baby snacks, and now I have The next one coming is like as big as a wall. As big as my wall. I don't even know how big it is, but it's huge. She is also doing a summer series, which is called Summer with the Masters. I believe it starts in July, which I'm really looking forward to. So if you love artists like Waterhouse and Mucha and Van Gogh, this series is for you. And if you've ever seen some of those canvases, they are absolutely stunning. I would love to do something like that and have it framed and put in my home. Plus, she has one of the most enchanting laughs, and I found myself giggling along with her multiple times while I was listening to her and working. The next person, and I think I mentioned her already, was Rachel Ray, and she's at Rachel Ray Craft. She's a pleasure to watch, and just have on while you are working your craft and listen to her talk about diamond painting and why she loves it, and, you know, peek up every now and again, see what she's working on. She's really, really, really interesting and very informative. I found also an artist, and her Instagram, her YouTube is at a dip in time. I believe it's Dip in Time, not a dip in time. Dip in Time. Wow, 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 wow. I found Dip in Time when my eye caught Josephine Wall in the heading of her diamond painting video. Josephine Wall, I believe, is a British artist who I was introduced to years ago while I was at an auction while on a cruise. And one of her pieces came up for auction, and we Americans didn't have a clue, at least not the people on the cruise with me, who, you know, the auctioneer was just floored because he said if he had been like on a European cruise, he cannot, her pieces just fly and start a frenzy. So I looked into her pieces when I hit port and had a connection. And her paintings are just enchanting and fantasy and mystical, and fell in love with them, even though that's not my particular type of art, you know, fairies and, you know, symbolism, and that's not me, but these were so, so beautiful, and they change with light, much like Thomas Kincaid. It depends on like where you're standing, and when you move, the painting just shifts and changes. And she is working on, she has to be a super advanced diamond painter, because she is working on a small section, and in that small section are over 100 different drill colors. It is amazing. She just started this piece. So presently right now, it's on her channel. The piece is gorgeous. It's huge. She has it, she laid it out on her floor. It is amazing. And I can't, I'm glad I found her just as she's starting this piece, and I want to see, you know, how she progresses along with it. And then I found Sarah Renee Clark. Yes, at Sarah Renee Clark. You have to love an artist and subscribe to her channel who takes on a challenge of 100,000 drills. I love a challenge. So watching Sarah complete this gorgeous piece of Venetian art, I will have to tell you, I was cheering her on all along the way. And she has a very short time frame to complete it. And there's so much to learn in this video, and not just about diamond painting. The spirit, the challenge, the method that she uses, the sheer energy of completing this beautiful work of art will no doubt inspire you also. And so that is a little of the things that I learned along the way. Another plus of diamond painting and why I fell in love with it is that I love anything that has to do with meditative arts. I'm certified in Zentangle. I draw, I write, I journal. I taught visual arts in New York. I'm a certified vinyasa and restorative and yin yoga teacher. So I gravitate towards activities such as this that are repetitive and quiet and meditative in nature. I make myself a nice cup of tea in the morning. I put on some meditative music and I just begin, putting my drills in. And you just begin to lay down new neural pathways in the brain. And I have to tell you, I have become a little obsessed with even organizing things around my home that have been out of place for some time. Activities such as this unwind the mind. They give you a new focus and perspective. They can lower your blood pressure. They are great for those of us who think that they cannot meditate on a mat. Maybe they can't because all they see is the pink elephant in the room. So you can meditate with this type of art, and you can get the benefits of meditation that come along with it, such as lowering the blood pressure and relaxing your breathing and unwinding your mind. As long as you perform these activities and you're having fun along the way. Diamond painting is meant to be fun. You are doing something productive and you are creating something that you will have to enjoy later on. Maybe keep it for yourself, or maybe you present it to another person. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was my first and I was a little nervous. I warmed up a little bit towards the end. I found some tips and tricks to use, and I loved sharing them with you, and I hope that you use them in your design and you create a beautiful world. Create a lovely one. Bye. Gonna have my espresso now.